Good morning, everyone. So it is a brand new, beautiful day out here in the Chicagoland area. And one of the things that I wanted to kind of talk about was I typically post on Instagram stories. Like, that's where I've pretty much lived for the last couple of years. I used to do a lot of YouTube, then I switched over to Facebook, then I switched over to Instagram, and now I'm coming full circle back to YouTube. And one of the reasons why I decided to do that was because I was talking, or more so crying, to a friend of mine and sharing with her how frustrated I was with the lack of visibility on Instagram. I have been so upset with how much work and time and effort I put into creating content that ends up going unseen by the majority of my followers. And I know I'm not alone in this. I know a lot of people complain about that as well, where they're putting so much effort in and they're not getting seen by the majority of their followers. A piece of me has been basically thinking, like, I want to quit, because what's the point in putting so much effort into something that I'm not going to get visibility on? And then when I was talking to my friend, she was like, if this is affecting your mental health that badly, then definitely quit. Like, let it go. You know what I mean? Because you have so many other things happening in your life. Like, I'm getting married, and I just bought a house, and like, I'm doing all these other things and I'm in real estate school. There's a lot more important things to be worried about. But she was like, you can also kind of make your own rules. And one of the things that she said was, you can post on your stories and maybe leave like the profile, like, don't post there. I love that. I took that on and was like, you know what? That is exactly what I want to do, because I do find it easy to post on my stories. I'm able to be consistent there. I do have a community that is very amazing and loyal, and they talk to me and they care about what's going on if something goes bad or if something goes well. And I don't want to lose those people just because I'm upset about what's happening on my profile. One of the reasons why I wanted to share this with you is because you can make your own rules. You do not have to do what everyone else is doing. I'm finding that when I made that decision that I was no longer going to be posting to my Instagram profile, there were a lot of people who reached out to me in Instagram and said, I've been feeling that same itch of either wanting to quit Instagram, wanting to leave it all together, or find a new way of doing things online. There's a lot of people who are feeling that same pressure to perform and yet not getting visibility, not being seen by their people or by their ideal clients. And you have to think about it, especially if you're running a business online. You do not want to waste so much time and effort when you have so many other things that you need to be focusing on that are income producing activities. You don't want to waste all of your time just on the marketing piece, you know what I mean? And not even just the marketing piece, because maybe you do want to spend time on your marketing because that's important, but on one particular format, one particular platform. Why? And it's not like Instagram is that hot anyway. I mean, we have I think a lot of us just don't have an alternative. You know what I'm saying? And so that's where it's like, we've built a community, we've established friendships, and they have us by the balls because of that. But at the end of the day, a lot of us are really frustrated with like the location mapping, the lack of visibility, all of the things that are problematic on Instagram. But I just want to give you permission to step into your own power. And just like I needed that reminder, you may be needing this reminder too. It is safe for you to do what makes sense and feels the most fun and abundant and exciting for you. You do not have to do what everyone else is doing, and you're allowed to evolve, because maybe at some point what you were doing was working. There was a time where I was making a lot of money on Instagram. I was doing really well, but now I'm not making as much money on Instagram. Spending a lot of time there when I got bills to pay don't make a lot of sense. And if you find that you're in the same position, then do something else. You don't have to because things have just changed so much. You don't have to do what's worked in the past. Do what works now. All right. I'm gonna go inside and eat my breakfast. I'll see you guys later.